Now, why do these terms matter? Remember the scripture that I gave at the beginning, that he who is faithful in little will be faithful in much. When you are able to identify that actually, yes, my revenue is growing, for example, or the expenses of my business are increasing, they should be decreasing. You're able to see how you are managing what you have at each stage of your business. You need to be able to understand where efficiencies can come in. As I said, if you're tracking, for example, your expenses and you're seeing that last month we spent £1,000 to run the business, but this month is costing us £2,000. Why is it costing you £2,000? Is it because you're not managing things properly, or is it because your volume is increased? If there are increases in expenses, these increases in expenses should be able to match up with increase in income. You don't want to be seeing increased expenses and your turnover is the same. There should be a corresponding increase in the income. That's just one example. The other thing as well is about if you are someone that's doing production, if you're having to produce items, there's something called economies of scale and also efficiencies. It should be a case that the higher the volume you produce and the more often you produce, the quicker it should take you. So it should take you less time to deliver, but also it should cost you less per unit if you are into that kind of business. These are just some of the things you need to be thinking about. I've tried to keep it simple, but there are actually percentages and there are actually terms, that are normally used to describe these kinds of efficiencies. And these are the kinds of things you want to be measuring in your business. Like I said, back at the scripture, if you are faithful in the little, then you will be faithful in the much. And being faithful in the little means counting the cost, understanding these terms, understanding these costs so that you can make adjustments where necessary and move on to the next phase and the next level of your business financially.